Oh my goodness. It's Brody from Party Among Yourselves, Kelowna's biggest podcast. And I want to answer some more questions about the setup with TELUS and how to plug in your own router and make your own network. So in this example, we'll be using this, the ONT, the optical network translator. And this will be going all the way over to your TELUS router. Okay? Might be plugged into the wall, and then that wire goes somewhere, and then somewhere else. It goes from the wall to the router. But essentially, this is the same idea. So if you want to keep the TELUS router, but you also want to build your own network with your own router, you can do two things. You watch this video, or you can call Simply Wifi and ask them for help, because you may be over your head already. So somewhere here, I have this. This is a gigabit switch. So these are basically like, think of it like a power bar for the internet. You plug in one, and then you have access to the internet on everything else. So like we said in part one, the other video, this gives you access to the outside world, right? So if you have this plugged into this, these are both passive devices, right? Neither are routers. They're not passing on an IP address to your device inside. But now, if you've got this kind of a setup, these four will give you a connection to the outside world, the public IP address, right? So you could plug from here into your TELUS router, right? Into the WAN port. Or you could go from any of these into the WAN port of your router. Or you could do both. So you would be pulling one IP address for this, and then a second IP address for your router. Now, the advantage to that is they're totally different networks. So if they were, say, in the same house, you would be completely separated from each other as if you were on opposite sides of the world. So you've got one of these in the basement. You add a gigabit router, which will only do a gigabit, so you can't go over that, but you go from here to your router, and then from another one into the router for your parents who live upstairs. Then you each have access to your own network, and it's totally separate. Now, one of the problems that will happen with this is people don't really realize how it works. And so you will have your own router with your own Wi-Fi, but this is out in your office, and you have your printer connected up to it. And now you can't print anymore, right? Maybe you've got like the Google printing thing. Basically, with your router and this router, you're on totally different networks. So they can't see each other. They have to be able to see each other. And if they can't, you can't print. You can't cast to your TV, you know? Like, they have to be on the same network, the same router, to be able to talk to each other. So even if they look like they're the same, they're definitely not. So again, just a quick review. This thing does a translation, data 1 into the switch, and then the switch would give you access to your public IP addresses for your routers. So you could still have your TELUS stuff connected up, right? And working, doing your security, doing your television, and then a separate network that would go to your access points and whatever you have inside. So thank you for watching any of the videos here on this channel. And if you'd like to order any TELUS stuff, let us know. Send us a message or get a hold of us on the website. And if you would like to hire Simply Wi-Fi for any sort of network design, any kind of wireless access point installation, surveillance cameras, or phones, they're doing a lot of phone stuff. We certainly appreciate the business. Shop local here in the Okanagan. Appreciate it.